I'm fine. How is it going? I'm enjoying the show.
So what are we going to talk about? The 2/3, or are we going to talk about the dating costs? What is it?
The dating
Okay.
business. That's been real fun.
All right. So you're unmarried.
No,
Any
I'm not. Yes.
any children?
No children.
Okay. So what do you want as far as outcome of what's the outcome you want of the relationship?
The outcome will be um to build this dynasty. Well, dating for survival. That's what you had said. I like that information.
Hmm.
Dating for survival.
Do you want to be married?
I I don't. I don't.
Okay. Then why?
It's been a it's a definition of it that gets me not wanting to. I've been engaged twice already. The last one, he passed away. Unfortunately, he committed suicide. So with that, it's just like I got close twice, and now I'm
What's
like,
the definition of being married?
well, I only know the church version, which is my grandmother and my mother, which they both were married. Well, my grandma was married like 3 times, so there's no definition. But she tells me now that the definition is to be a wife and have kids. That's the only thing is really to have kids. She wants me to have kids.
But what I'm asking, if you want to be married, you say no. And you said no, it's because of the definition, and you haven't told me what's wrong with it.
Church, religion, the religion way is the
Which religion?
we grew up Pentecostal, so
Okay.
it was more Pentecostal Christian, I guess you could say.
Every continent on this planet practices marriage.
Right.
Many different religions practice marriage.
Yes.
So that can't be the overarching reason.
I don't know any successful ones really. That's another reason why I
You
don't
know, that's because of y'all. It's because of women. You know what the number one cause for divorce is?
women filing the papers.
That's right. That's right. Men don't leave. Men don't leave in general. Y'all do. But the first thing you said you wanted to do was build.
Yes.
Okay, then how do you build anything without a foundation?
Well, that's what the man will bring to the table, I believe.
You familiar? You got Tupac on your shirt, right?
Yes.
You familiar with rapper DMX?
I have. Not really. Actually, no, not really. I
You
wasn't
know
really.
who you've heard of him now.
Yes, I have heard of him.
DMX was with his spiritual partner, building for 13 plus years, and then when he died suddenly, she got nothing. All the building. See, far too often in the black community, we always talk about this bill shit, and it's just a house of cards because we don't do stuff the right way. And when I ask you about marriage, all I've heard is about what your grandmama and possibly said was negative, and at 35, you can't tell me nothing about it. Except I don't like it, but you can't tell me not a thing about it.
I stand correct.
I'm just saying. It's an exchange of ideas. You can't tell me nothing about it.
That's
So if marriage means little to nothing, why did the LGBT community fight so hard to get recognized? Because they had civil unions. They had all the things common law married people could have. They just had a few things that they couldn't have. Why'd they fight so hard to get it if it didn't matter?
it matters. You're right. That's a good analogy. I like it. That's a good get my brain working. Is it because of the way that the United States pretty much idolize it as being, needed?
I think you should find out before you say you don't want it. You live in the United States. I mean, you live here, so you say you don't want to do it because of what? And you don't even know what you're talking what you're saying it's against.
That's correct.
So my question is this: do you care if you marry a black? Do you care if you're with a black man, white man, Hispanic? Do you care?
Um, no,
All right.
I've dated
But what man would you want to build with?
a black man.
Then you know why we can't build nothing? Because our women in outright open rebellion against any structure. This call has been just a good understanding of why we can't build anything. Because when men are calling for order, structure, and discipline, our women are calling for free spirit and chaos, based in nothing other than ignorance and feelings. But we can look at every other group and they build how do you build a country? You build a country from a community. How do you build a community? A community is a group of what? Individuals, but it's a group of what? A group of, and the fundamental unit of a community is what?
Oh, men.
No, the fundamental unit of a community is a family.
Oh, right. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
You got a bunch of individuals. So how do you build by yourself? What's the largest structure you can build alone?
Drawing a blank.
So I'll go back again. Why don't you want to be married? And I want you guys to understand that if we have our women in open rebellion to structure, discipline, and foundation, how do we build anything? Because this is a free country. Can't nobody make you do nothing that you don't want to. So if a black man wants to build, and the building blocks start with, he wants to build a nation, build a community, build a neighborhood, build a family, he needs to skip over you and go to the white woman because she understands how to do that. Because she was raised learning the value of it. Right? He needs to skip over you. Well, you don't want it. They do. White women, Hispanic women, Middle Eastern women, Asian women, they all want this. They're okay with the foundation, the structure, and the meaning. So they need to skip over you. Why not? Why should they go here and teach you? Why should they skip over you and get to the women who are already ready to do the job, ready to for duty, sir?
Because of the outcome of the foundation of it is, I mean, as far as the kids and whatnot,
they should pick you based upon what? Race?
No. Just the structure of the kids from a black and black.
No. There is no structure. What structure does a woman who doesn't want marriage?
Okay.
You're under no discipline, no structure, no foundation. So it means having a child with you would be making a chaotic child. So what I'm saying is a black man who wants some structure, foundation, discipline, a family, a community, a nation needs to skip over women who don't want those things. So why should he not go to the non-black women who already know these things and want them and are ready for the job to get with women who share your reflection, who don't want it?
Because now that you put it that way, me thinking about it just a little bit, the other race it's like it's still learning for them as well, for culturally wise, the culture difference. So it'd be the same difference in helping.
No, it's not.
Teaching me how to be.
No, it's not. No. Teaching you how to be under discipline is not teaching another woman how to be under culture. White women can make macaroni and cheese and collard greens fine. Yeah, that's what you see. This is a good conversation because black women, you become such independent that you know real good to a man who wants to build anything. And the ultimate sales pitch to black men is marry us in our free range, wild state because we are black, and then break us and train us. Ain't my job to break you and train you. I want to get somebody who's already ready to go and I'll teach her how to season the mashed potatoes and the greens. Lowry's, onion salt, garlic salt, salt, pepper. Ain't hard to teach them how to do it. White girls already going to Dr. Miami getting BBLs, doing it better than y'all. They're running over here waiting for the men, and y'all sitting back. So if you don't get with us, who do you get with? You're gonna go over to the white guy, Hispanic guy, Middle Eastern, Asian? They ain't accepting free range wild women. They're not expecting wild unbroken women. They don't do that. Do they? Do you know any group of men who accept free range wild women?
Not a group, but as far as no, not a
We're not worried about individuals then. We're talking about the group. So you can't build. So this all started back to we can't have nothing because y'all want to be free. You're free. That's cool. You're free to buy a dog and die alone. But what you can't do is when a black man goes past you and gets with a Latina because he wants to build a family, you got to say, good job, brother. You got to smile at that man and say, I'm glad to see you happy, brother. No. You got to legitimately mean it.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't see that this day.
Yeah.
When a black man gets with somebody who's non-black, black woman are the first one to throw stones at him because he should be with a black woman. But y'all don't want to be there.
My mom, she married after me. She was married to an Italian, so
okay,
I don't see that at all. And then after that, he was Guatemalan. So another one. So it's just
okay.
I don't see that. I congratulate whoever makes you happy.
Good. Okay. So if you never get with anybody, never get married, what do you do for a living?
Who, me? Oh, I am an entrepreneur, so I have my own businesses. One is real estate investment, and the other one is yes, and and the other one, my other hobby is body work. So I do body sculpting and
okay. Let's get to the end. Between the ages of 65 and 85, when you cannot work another day in your life, nobody will hire you. You cannot work. You cannot work. You cannot work. No other job. You cannot work. And you live between 65 and 85. Are you going to have your $2.4 million to retire on? Cash. Age 65. Nope.
65.
Nope.
65 now. I've been doing a lot of
No. That's a yes. No, that's a yes or a no.
No.
Ma'am. No. Okay. No. As of now. So what are you going to do? So if you don't have a husband and you don't have a family, who's going to take care of you when your money runs out and you can no longer work?
You mean a man?
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah.
No. No. You're not getting married. No children. 65 years old. When you run out of money, who's going to take care of your aged self? When your money's gone and you can't work another day, who's going to take care of you?
Hopefully one of my siblings, but no one.
So what does that mean? So if no one's going to take care of you, what does that mean? Where are you going to be?
Let me finish my 5 love language book, and I will.
No. Where are you going to be? No. We're going down your path. I have my idea, but we're going down your path. Okay. You're a real estate body sculptor. Fine. Where you going to be at 65 with no husband, no foundation, no nothing, no kids? Where you going to be when your money runs out? Nobody's taking care of you. What does that mean? Where does that end?
By myself.
Where?
In a home by myself.
No. Homes require money. Homes require money. You have no money.
I don't know where I'll be homeless.
Yes, say it again. Say it again.
Homeless.
Say it again. Homeless. Say it again. Say it like it's real.
No. What?
Ma'am. Where do men who run out of money and have no family end up? Where do they end up?
Homeless.
Thank you. Same place you're going to end up. Homeless. See, this whole family and husband and kid thing is not a game. It's not an option. Unless you're making enough money to have enough money to retire on and live the rest of your life. Talking about you going to be in a home They don't give free utilities. They don't give free food. End-of-life care is far more expensive. Elderly women cost the most on the planet. And this is what I ultimately do this show for, to crystallize to young black women to realize y'all are playing, and life ain't playing with you. You got the street to look forward to. We won't have Social Security. We won't have Social Security. There are no government shelters for aged women. The West is not set up for elderly singles. And if you want to catch a clue, go look on what's going on in California right now. Tent cities are popping up, and you know who's populating most of these? Women. And you know something? Ain't nothing more vulnerable than an elderly, homeless woman. You can't keep nothing. If you have this and you on the street and I want it, how you gonna keep it? If you have this and I want it, or somebody want it, how you gonna keep it? What you gonna do? Call the police? How you gonna do that? With pigeons? You ain't got no cell phone. What you gonna do? Everything you have, somebody else bigger, stronger want it. You're too weak to stand out there by yourself. This ain't a game, ladies. But every other group of women seems to have had this clue, and our women seem to think that you can just go through life being, no disrespect, real estate and body sculptors and entrepreneurs and la 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 la. And you're making, and 74% of black women make $50,000 or less. 9% of black women make more than $75,000. Are you in the 9%?
Yes.
Are you? Okay.
I'm in Los Angeles right now as well, so I see it.
In Los Angeles, if you're in $75,000, a slice of pizza, a Coca-Cola is $15 in Los Angeles. But this is where all these artsy, this is what I mean. Y'all.
And I'm pescatarian, so I eat everything's fresh. I go to market every 2-3 days, things of that matter. So yeah, I understand. I understand you. You don't understand. I've totally been taking in your information since May, since I found you in May. So I totally understand how it's not a game. I've been dating intentionally. So, that part. Well, not even dating, actually. I haven't been dating, but, keep my options open.
You're 35, right?
Yes.
So you're about to cross into what I call no man's land. When we were cut free from chattel slavery, there was no real plan to integrate us into the country. We still managed to stay together, in large part due to segregation. But after segregation, the civil rights movement in the 60s, when the Great Society offered black women government subsidy, your grandmothers and mothers chose to take paltry benefits over a black man. And until black women address that original sin and come back to your men, because ain't no other group of men coming to you. Just like black women were surprised when white women voted for Donald Trump after the pussy grabbing scandal, because every other group of women know that you gotta stick for your man. Every other group of men realize that if we got 3 kids, we gotta invest the money in the boy, not the girl. But in our community, boys are at the bottom. And our women, due respect, are running around out here in your marrying and breeding and marrying and dating years, being an entrepreneur instead of realizing I don't have high income skills. I need a man. So when I ask you, do you want to get married? Oh, the structure. You like the structure of the concrete better? No. What I need people to understand is whatever your fear is, your greater fear should be dying on the street.
Okay, right. Damn.
And that day will be a lucky day, because that's the day the misery will be over. That'll be a good day. The day before you die is the last bad day. Have you ever seen elderly people on the street, high blood pressure, diabetes, infection, no medical insurance? Have you ever been to Skid Row?
No.
Take a run by Skid Row. Go down by the Los Angeles River. Go check out what people are doing who are really homeless. It's in a goddamn game.
Yeah, no, that is real life.
I know, but at 35, you're talking about I eat pescatarian and clean and so forth, and it's like, okay, cool. But you need a man and you need a family. That's how this world is set up.
Right.
It's not set up for individuals. And our community is at the bottom. Our dollar doesn't even circulate 8 hours. And like it or not, in this conversation, many black women are going to hear winter is coming, because unlike black women, black men have more time in our lives to get it fixed. You don't.
Right.
After 40, so I'm going to make a suggestion. I need you to really sit back and think about what the fear is. Because the fear that most of our women have comes from older black women lying and teaching you guys wrong. Not from your actual lived and learned experiences through a black man. Oftentimes I talk to women, and the problems that young women have with black men is the boogeyman that's been put in your head by your mama, your grandmama, your nanny, and everybody else. Not what we've actually done to you.
Right.
And until y'all realize that we're not your enemy, and y'all ain't gonna get out of here without being with us. And if you don't want to be with him, I'm not gonna sit here and tell black men to keep sitting here waiting for black women to get their shit together. If Maria wants to do better by him,
Right.
and Donette don't want to,
Be happy.
so good call. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Bye bye.